You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing great and keeping up with the weather. It's crazy how the weather is and how things are. Hopefully, everyone has started a good 2021. And I won't even mention the other year that just finished because it's crazy. But I want to just, finally we reunite to talk about family matters. I've been wanting to continue this series. There's so much to talk about, especially in this topic that I want to start. There's just so many family matters that should be discussed, but one of my main ones that I believe is very important, and many young women, such as myself and my guest, and as well as teenagers, can relate, and that is teenage pregnancy. I was once a teenage mom, and boy, was it difficult. It was very difficult. But I will be finishing my book soon, hopefully, and I will share everything about that experience that I walked in those teenage years. So today I have a very special guest who also experienced being a teenage mother. And I would love to hear her story, and I'm sure you all do too. Please welcome Ms. Brenda Procaccini Arevalo. I am so sorry if I mispronounced your.
You said it perfect. You said it perfect.
How do you say it?
Procaccini.
Procaccini. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
So welcome. I'm so glad that you are able to join. And tell me about you. Who is Brenda Procaccini Arevalo?
I was just engaged Valentine's Day.
Congratulations.
But I was before I was a single mother of four. I lost my husband 17 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm an accountant for
You know what?
BSL.
I think I saw you with him. I remember when once upon a time when Seven Corners used to be a mall.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm sure I saw you with him, and also he was friends with my daughter's father, I believe.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Because that was back
All
in the
that
time
kind of knew each other in Seven Corners area.
Yeah, they all knew each other, and that was a time of Cavarucci pants and jeans hair and
exactly. But remember that hair that was
yes. Yes, very different from now.
Exactly.
But that's who I am now. I'm a mother of four,
and you're an accountant.
Accountant for BF Saul Company. So
nice.
And I happen to work in a hotel.
Very nice. And I've been to that hotel. And it's right in Crystal City, which it's a good city to be in.
Yeah, I was just scrolling and I was like, I know that place.
right. Yeah. So tell me, how was it when how old were you when you first had your first child, and then the other one?
I had my first one. I was 16. Wow. I had just turned 16, and I didn't know her father very long. He said all the right things and made me think he loved me and all that, but I wasn't dating him very long, and then here I am pregnant.
Wow.
So I kind of had a feeling I was pregnant, but it took me 4 months to actually get a test and get it done because I was just afraid of acknowledging that I was pregnant, because then where was I going to go from there?
Another feeling.
And I had another friend that I actually went to school with that she was pregnant, or she had just had her kid, and she did.
Was she the same age?
She was 14, I think.
Oh, okay.
She was 14 when she had her 14 when she got pregnant. I think she was 15 when she had her child.
And what year was this?
1990.
Okay.
Yeah. So she actually found Brian on school. She was looking to go to school, and she found the school for us, and she wanted me to join her going to school. But at first I was like, well, I have to tell my parents I'm pregnant, for one. So I hid it for a very long time. I didn't say anything. I was afraid to tell my parents.
A very long time is how long?
I told my mom, well, actually what I did was I ran away. I found a place to live in Seven Corners, and me and my friend were going to live there. I don't know what we were thinking, but I was just thinking I had to hide this pregnancy. Oh, God. And I told this family that I would live there for free if I could, cook for them, clean the house, be a housekeeper, basically, if I could just live there for free. And they actually agreed. But the day that I moved out, because I had to move all my stuff out, I left my mom a note, and my parents came and looked for me, and they happened to find me outside of the building. And my dad came up, and my mom was yelling and screaming. She's like, "Is it true?" And she said lots of vulgar things.
Right.
That you're so young. How can you, what are you going to do? And then all the nastiness came out. But my dad was like,
the Italian came out.
Yes, the Italian definitely came out. All the hand gestures and all.
Yeah.
My dad pushed her aside, and he was like, he just hugged me. He was like the greatest man,
Wow.
He just like pushed her away, and he's like, we're going to take care of this. We're going to handle this. But wow. Is this true? You need to come home so we can take care of you. So I was very lucky in that aspect, because my parents were, after the initial, after the whole pregnancy came out, things calmed down with my mom, and both of my parents were very supportive. So I was very lucky there, because they always pushed education. They always pushed me to go to school, work. Even if I wanted to do something like go out and with my friends, they would babysit.
Wow.
But so that's how it all started.
So that the anger that your mom had at one point is like flew out the window.
All flew out the window. She would come up to my belly, and she's like, "This is your Nana. This is." and then sometimes I tease her, because I'm like, "Do you remember you told me you were like screaming at in my face?" And she's like, "Ah, it's okay. Don't think about that."
Now, at that time, you were in ninth grade, or?
I was in 10th grade. I just finished 10th grade, so I was going into my junior year.
You were at Deb Stewart, right?
No, I went to Bishop O'Connell.
Oh, Bishop O'Connell.
So it was even worse.
Oh my God.
It was even worse.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. What did your teacher say?
For some reason, I felt a very strong connection with my PE teacher, and I confided in her, because I was thinking, I can't be running the mile, once a week and be pregnant. So I confided in her and told her, and she actually told me to go. She made an appointment for me to go talk to our priest. So I ended up talking to him about my pregnancy, and he was explaining, this is before my parents even found out. And he said, "Oh, well, we'll work on, getting you accommodations at school." Cause I was having morning sickness, and I couldn't tell the nuns that I'm pregnant. That's why I'm in the bathroom all morning.
Gosh, yeah.
But, yeah, she helped me a lot. And he helped me as well. Cause he was like, "Oh, we'll get you like clothing, and we'll do whatever we can for you, healthcare if you need it." So they were people that were there to help me through.
So you had angels.
Yes. I was very, very lucky. I had a lot of people that were supportive.
Wow. That's awesome. That's really good. Now, what about the father of the baby?
Father, he was not really in the picture. He was incarcerated right after I had her. And he came to the hospital to visit me, and my mom talked to him one time. She caught him outside of his building, and she was like, "You're going to pay child support. You're going to do this." And He said if the kid is his, he will. But, you know, things never happened. He was jailed for quite a while. And I think I saw him 2 or 3 times after I had the baby. And then he was gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you know anything about him now?
The last I heard, in fact, Christina saw him the last time she saw him when she was 10. And I think she went with a friend to visit him where he worked. And this is when she was going to college, because she went to college in the University of Wilmington, North Carolina. So she was coming to see if he would help her in school and pay her some bills and things like that.
Right.
But nope.
Wow.
That was probably the last time. So I think she cussed him out, actually. I think she was.
Sure, it was very well deserved.
Yeah, I think she let him have it because he hadn't been there. So, and as of this, that was when she was like 18. So, and she's 30 now, and I haven't heard from him.
Wow. Well, and tell me about your other kids. So then you met your husband, right? Your ex-husband. Okay.
And we were married 10 years, and I had my next child at the age of 19. So after that marriage, after we got married, no, I had the baby first and then I got married.
Okay.
And then we had a son in 2001. But he passed away in 2003.
Oh, sorry.
Just normal. It was a heart issue that nobody knew about.
Okay.
So he passed away in his sleep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So then I was single for a little bit, and then 2005 I met Giovanni's father, but we didn't work out.
Right. And then you so you have 4 kids. Okay, so tell me about your 4 kids. How are they doing? How I know I see them on Facebook all the time. They're beautiful kids.
Thank you.
Yes, and I know they love soccer, or the last 2, right?
Yeah, the little one loves soccer. The older one loves basketball. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so tell me, how are they doing? What are they doing now?
My oldest, she went to school, university, UNCW, and she graduated 2013. Yeah, 2013. And she's been living in North Carolina since then because she loves Wilmington. She works with disabled children for Lindley Rehabilitation Center.
Oh, no. Okay.
And she, I believe, well, I don't know if I should talk about that. I don't know if she's going to see this video, but she's supposed to be getting married, or actually he asked for my blessings. So yeah. So well, I guess she's going to get married.
If she does see this video, congratulations.
I mean, she knows it's happening. It's just he hasn't proposed yet. So, but he did ask for the blessing. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. You like him?
I do. I love him. He's great. He's good to her.
Good.
That's all I can ask for.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, what about you have another daughter?
I have another daughter. She's 27, and she's a hairstylist. She works for Brazen Salon. She also works for Sephora. She's an assistant manager. So she works her butt off.
Which one, so I can go?
Brazen Salon.
Where?
It's in Dunloring by Alpha Gallows.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in one of those salon lofts. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then your son, he's he likes basketball, right? Your first son.
He just turned 20 this month. So he's still going to school. He wants to do computer security stuff. I don't even know. Like, he's the one that I call for technical issues, and he helps me out. He's like, Mom, come on, just, I'm like, what? I don't know these things. You have to help me.
Right.
But he's still going to school. He's looking for a job, even though it's not very easy right now.
Right. Yeah. And then you have your little one.
The little one. he's my athlete. He loves his hot Cheetos, soccer, and basketball. Those are his favorites.
That's awesome. I mean, I can definitely relate with the soccer because of my son.
Yep. You
Um,
must be very proud.
I am. I have to tell you that I am a very proud mother. I can't
Mm-hmm.
ask for more.
Mm-hmm.
Both of my kids. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of both of them. I'm proud of my princess, my granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the love of our lives, and
Mm-hmm.
you know how that is. And
Mm-hmm.
you'll find out the love of a grandmother when you have one, when you have a
Yep.
grandchild. Oh my gosh, you're going to just carry them around, and you're
I
going
know.
to give them everything.
Give them everything. That's our job. Your
Exactly.
job.
And the good thing is that you don't have to have them with you. You can just spoil them to death and send them right home with their
Yep.
mommy. So
Yep. You can deal with the discipline. I'm just here for like cookies
exactly,
and love and giving them money.
exactly. So so tell me, during those years, teenage years, um, what kind of difficulties that you did you have? I know that you had your parents, and I know that your father passed away as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he was there for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And so was your mother, and she's still around. She lives in
Mm-hmm.
she's where in Rhode Island, is it?
No, she's in Falls Church.
Oh, okay.
We're together at Falls Church.
Oh, okay. Because
She's originally from Rhode Island though.
I see. Okay, okay. Because I've seen you go up there a few times.
Mm-hmm.
You have family
Yes.
in Rhode Island.
Most of my family's still in Rhode Island. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I see. All right. Well, tell me, what kind of difficulties did you experience as a teenage mother?
Well, dating isn't easy.
That's
Find job. I worked at the Italian store after I had that was my first job. But going to school, your baby's sick, you're the one that has to go and stay with the baby. You're the one that's up all night. Doesn't matter if you're sick or you have something to do, appointments, whatever. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to wash clothes and prepare bottles or breastfeed or there's nobody else but you. And what's worse is because you don't have the father to help you, you're doing it all on your own. So there's days I missed plenty of days of work and I missed plenty of days of school. And you're supposed to be enjoying your teenage life, learning things, having new experiences, but you can't because you're always at home. Now, my parents were very supportive in that aspect. They always wanted me, not saying that I could go out anytime, but anytime I arranged it with them, they would take care of the children. But I had to work weekends. I had to work. There were times that I couldn't do things that I wanted to do because it was either I'm a mother or I'm working or going to school. And there was a time where I took a break from school because I just was kind of burnt out. But I don't suggest anybody do that because it takes a lot to go back.
it
So
does definitely. But were you able to consecutively continue the high school years until you graduated from high school?
yes, I graduated in 94. It took me 2 years longer because I was supposed to graduate in 92.
Okay.
But I did some bad things. I did things like skip school and things like that back then. So, but just because of absences and being a mom, I missed plenty. So it took me 2 years to do it.
And did you continue going to Bishop O'Connell?
No, I went to Bryant after my friend arranged it and my mom talked it over with them and we decided to go to William Cullen Bryant for because they had the daycare there. They had family what is it? Like family classes and so they were supportive in helping me get my education. So I mean, we arranged it with them, and that's where I finished, and that's where I graduated from. But I think it comes up Edison as my high school
Yeah.
where I graduated.
Yeah.
So, and my mom decided what was easy for me is because I didn't have to take my child to school, and I didn't have to take it to a daycare. My mom quit her job to stay with my friend's child and my child.
Oh, wow.
So my mom was watching them for a good 5 years before she decided to go back to work.
That is great. You were definitely blessed. Let me
I
tell you.
was. I was not. I'm not like there's a lot of kids that I hear were kicked out or they didn't have any family support. It's all,
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible. Actually, no, when I got pregnant, I wasn't living with my mom, but yeah, no, horror stories, horror stories.
mhm,
There are parents that are definitely not supportive in any way. Because imagine a 15-year-old child having a child.
mhm.
It's very difficult. Now, when you finished high school, what happened after that?
When I finished high school, I was actually already married,
Okay.
and I decided to go to college for childhood education, and that wasn't my it was my major, but it's not what I'm not in that field. So
Accounting definitely is different.
yeah, it's different, and I think I didn't even go to school for accounting, but I worked in the hotel industry for so long and many different departments. I got promoted I kept getting promotions, and then this is where I ended up. So
So how do you like where you are now in your life?
I'm very happy now. But it took me a long time to get here. It took me a lot of disappointments from people. And even when I think back, when I was going to O'Connell, when not discrimination, what's the word I'm looking for? How people treat you when they find out that you're a teen parent. There are people that I remember I was getting in the car and I guess they had found out I was pregnant. They threw soda cans at me.
Ah,
Yeah. And then, sometimes when you just talk to people like, oh, I was a teen parent, or even family members that were not supportive, and, you know, the way they view you. And it's kind of like that doesn't go away, because I know some people that still think of me as that teen parent that made a big, in their eyes, a stupid mistake. I don't see it as a mistake. It was just, because a baby came out of it.
right, right. And she's
It's
doing great.
Yeah, she's great. She's I view they're all doing great. I'm
Right,
surprised, what we've all been through. And
right. So, what can you, for those teenage mothers listening, or teenage young girls, and even young women who will be listening to our video, what advice can you give them? What should they know? How can they prevent, or something that they can take with them and just learn from your experience?
um how do I say this? It's not the end of the world. You have to keep going no matter what. Things are going to change for the better. Things that go up must come down, and vice versa. But most importantly, don't think about not going to school, or always have in the back of your head like there has to be some sort of um I'm so bad with words. You always have to have, like, follow through with school. Don't give up, keep going, and know that this is not the end or the final result. You're always growing and learning every single day. So if you find that yourself in that situation, you're pregnant, or you're having issues with a boyfriend, or whatever it is, it's not going to be the permanent status for you. It's going to change. It's not going to be always in this bad situation. So you have to keep working through it. And there are people that are out there willing to help. Don't pay attention to the negativity.
Don't be afraid to ask for help, right?
Right. Don't be afraid to ask for the help. It's there. And not everybody thinks the same way. There are good people out there willing to help.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, this is great. I'm so glad that you were able to join and make this video. I know that this will help many young girls out there.
I hope so.
My purpose, I want to be able to show the world that it's not the end of everything, you know, the life continues.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, never give up. There's always a way out. There are tons and tons of opportunities, possibilities, and look at you. You're doing fine. You're doing just well. You're engaged. You're going to get married. Do you know the date yet?
Thinking November 20th, 2021. Yeah. I love fall, so it has to be a fall wedding.
Beautiful. I agree. Yeah. So, so everyone, I thank Brenda. I'm going to try to say it again. Procaccini.
Oh, perfect. Beautiful.
Arevalo.
Yeah.
So I thank her for coming on this video and sharing the story. It means a lot to me, and it's not going to be the last time. We will come back to her to find out how she's doing, and also thank you all for watching. More videos like this one are to come, and let me know if you have any questions. So until then, I hope to be back soon. Thank you, Brenda, and lots of hugs and kisses, and we'll see each other soon.
Yep, back at you. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.